Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're at GOD Films and Visual Studios right now. You got your one and only host, Doopy, aka Ernest Davis. Moving along to what this video is about, Robert Taylor put on a Black Like Me event, and in that event, he was showcasing the power and influence of individuals in our community, such as the WSNK 99.1 building manager. He had an architect come all the way from Indianapolis, a school principal come from Indianapolis. He had a counselor there. He had Rodney Dale there. He had a couple people there I didn't know. But for this event, it was to showcase to the children that even though they're black, they can be successful as well with the power and the influence. I thought he did that with the Trailblazer Awards, though. But anyway, this is the question that I had to ask. I had to ask it because so many issues are going on within our community with the systemic abuse, not just in the school system, but in the judicial system as well, criminal and family. So this is what I had to ask.
Well, on behalf of the Elkhart, go
I
ahead.
do. I got three questions. We're talking about the children and everything of that nature and the power and influence. I hear all of you speaking, and I'm wondering back here, how are all of you using your power and your influence for your children? Because I'm out here in the community every day with my children and with other families' children as well. I know about abuses going on in public school systems and etc. of that nature. So I just have three questions for you guys to just think about. You don't have to necessarily answer them, but man, you're a Tulsa kid, right? And you're proud of Tulsa, right? I am too. I used to play there as well. There's a guy named Philip Beachy who's the spouse of the Tulsa director, and he was charged with 10 felony counts of child molestation and sexual misconduct of a minor. How are all of you using your influence and your power to ensure the safety of our children in the newly developed Tulsa Center? Another question I had, if I can ask three right quick. Can I ask three right quick? And then it's another one about the intrusive vapors in the ground that's contaminated here in Elkhart and the contaminated well water. We're talking about our kids growing up and being successful. How can we ensure that our children are going to grow up and be successful out here when we don't even know if we'll be able to afford our water bills? If you can't afford your water bill, if you're living in Elkhart County and you can't afford to pay for water, then in that case, hold on, wait. We gonna pause the frame right here. Y'all see this? Yeah. I'm asking a very important question on how they use their power and their influence to impact the children who are suffering from systemic abuse. Look at what the mayor's doing. This Negro over here on his phone. Wow, that's very telling, isn't it? Excuse me. Anyway, I'm just gonna fade out now. You have to be subject to the well water that's contaminated, and our children will be subject to that water. My mom was subject to that water, and she has burns all over her body right now from it. So what are you guys doing with your power and your influence to ensure that the children aren't subject to these chemicals in the ground or the intrusive vapors? And also in the school system for our children. I have families who are complaining about school nurses taking their children's medication and mixing their children's medication, which is a big deal that people are talking about. Another big question is, not only the children are being subject to bullying, and the principals in the school aren't following the protocol. My son was battered twice in school. No DCS contact, no police contact at all. They're trying to sweep it underneath the rug. My son's really complaining about it. It's not reported to the state. They say that it's not reportable. So, and my child isn't the only child that's going through this. So what are you guys doing with your power and influence? Are you guys coming together to make something happen for the children, or you just want to ask the children what it took for you to be excellent? But they have so many obstacles in their way to become excellent. So how are you using your power and influence to ensure the safety and the progression of our children? Also, we have Arvis Dawson, just out of left field. after I brought up the Tolson director or a Tolson employee, I believe it's a Tolson director, who is married to a child predator who actually has 10 counts of sexual assault and misconduct on a minor. That's what's crazy. So I don't know if you want your kids going to the Tulsa Center or not. I know mine won't be going. You know what I'm saying? I know I won't be doing any recreation.
Tulsa board. The individual that you were talking about was not a staff person, but somebody that walked in and wanted to help. We have since tightened up our security with regards to how we let volunteers come in and help us to make sure that, when you do a background check, it doesn't do a thorough background check. It does certain things, so you have to dig deeper into it. We try to do that at Tulsa to ensure that our kids are in a safe environment. As far as the water in the city of Belfair goes, we have the best water in the county. We are.
That's not what the report said.
All the lead pipes, right? All the lead pipe is cheap. It's the cheapest water in the county. We don't have wells in the city. If you have a well and that well goes dry, you have to put up the city water. Kroger's and Martin sells our water.
Really frightening. I'll bring more names. I'll bring the names here in the description, in the video, and also in the status that I post along with this video. But as you can see clearly, these folks they don't give a damn about you, your community, or your kids, or how they're using their power and their influence to make a difference or make a change for the better. Doesn't look like they want to do that. So what are they doing then? This is GOD Films and Visuals. Ernest Davis signing out. Thank you for your time. Please don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that notification bell. Bro, we got more content coming to you soon. Peace.